Welcome back, everybody. It's time for another Mega Man game. Personally, one of my favorites in the series, Mega Man 3. We don't have a password, and this one's a little light on the story at the outset. But here's how it goes. Dr. Wily, claiming reform, is released from prison. Claiming he's a changed man, he helps Dr. Light to work on a new, giant, peacekeeping robot called Gamma. Now, in order to build Gamma, they need 8 things, called the energy elements. So, together, Dr. Wily and Dr. Light produce the Dr. Wily and Light numbers, which are 8 new robots designed to explore uninhabited planets for these energy elements. Somehow, all of them go berserk when they get there, perhaps due to contact with the elements. And Mega Man is called in once more to bring them down and restore peace. Let's get in there. The 8 new masters are Snake Man, Needle Man, Top Man, Shadow Man, Magnet Man, Gemini Man, Hard Man, and Spark Man. Now, if you're just getting started, Snake Man and Top Man are both very easy levels, so we're going to start with Top Man. Top Man is an interesting robot. He is designed to move about at high speed. He can actually reflect projectiles while spinning. Here's our first new enemy. Now, there's something new about this entry. I can slide. And that plays heavily into the gameplay. We have one more game to go before we can start charging up the Buster, though. Top Man has a system built in that helps him to spin at high speeds. Now, why you need this, I'm not entirely sure. However, he also can't spin for very long or it will damage his systems. Now, we don't start with any powers. We start with Rush Coil, and that's it, replacing our earlier item 1. Top Man's level isn't very challenging. Top Man himself isn't very challenging either, come to think of it. But there's still some goodies to be found in here. Ah, these things. I don't remember their name, but, here we go. And let's bring back the Rush Coil. They're basically, Met Hats piloting bulldozers. Extra life. Damn, first hit of the game. Sorry if I go a little quiet. Some of these stages are actually kind of intense. Giant cat. You want to take that thing down before it gets to fire off 3 balls of yarn. I don't know why there's cats in Top Man's stage, nor why it's filled with plants. And another giant cat. If you don't kill them by the time they get to the 3rd yarn ball, they start breathing fire. Let's see if I can not botch this jump. Yep. Now, the trick here is just to jump. Let all 3 go, and then kill him. This part's actually kind of fun. And now we're at Top Man. Not bad, huh? Not a terrible stage, pretty simple. Now, the other reason Top Man can't spin for very long is, he gets dizzy. I sense the invisible W'd hand there. Ah, first hit. He is not very hard at all. And he gives you possibly the most powerful weapon in the game. He's also weak to the Mega Buster. He's also weak to Hard Knuckle, but you won't have that by this point in the game. We get Top Spin. Top Spin is Top Man's power, and it can only be used while jumping. It does not trigger invincibility frames, which is an important thing to note. Well, actually, that's not true. Some enemies don't have invincibility frames. before we take him on, we're gonna go deal with Snake Man. Snake Man was designed for slipping into tight areas and exploring various planets. He's got a lightweight design that makes him very mobile. He was not designed as a combat robot, actually. That was Wily's doing. Also, this game has probably my favorite music from every entry into the series. Specifically, I am very fond of, Gemini Man stage, Hard Man stage. Top Man's got some pretty good music. Let's see. Let's deal with those first. Oops, I took a hit. Better grab one of these 2 giant energy boosts. Hey, I'll take that. Snake Man stage is pretty good too, in my opinion. Okay, dodge under that. Damn, a little too late on that one. I'll take the health, though. Snake Man is another very simple boss and a very good one to get started on. Hammer Joe is back. And we're not going to bother with him for the moment. We're going to come up here. These have random items in them. Hey, an extra life. I'll take that. I wouldn't mind an energy tank, to be honest. Gonna have to jump over these. I cannot say how good it feels to be playing another Mega Man game after the Final Fantasy Legend and all 3 months of its filming. Whoops. This was the one game I had... Anything before Mega Man 4, I had trouble finding and actually getting hold of to play. Oop. Ah, hell with it, I'll take it. If I die, I restart here anyway. And why would I die, you wonder? Well, this next stage is a little unforgiving. And a little bit brutal. So, it's up in the air. Now, these things produce platforms. They will push you off if you're not careful. Which is why I jump before getting on them. Ooh, that was close. You can generally leave those alone. However, sometimes you don't have that luxury. Ooh, close. Sorry if I'm a little quiet, this stage is very intense. Ooh, that could have been the end of me. I'd hoped to avoid that, but we made it. And I somehow didn't beef it on this stage. Snake Man is ridiculously simple. Now we're going to take a hit from that, and then we're golden pretty much. The trick is to stay in the center of the room. His pattern is very simple. Now, those little snakes he shoots are called search snakes, and that's the weapon we'll be taking from him. Now, the NES has some trouble displaying more than 2 projectiles on screen, along with 2 other characters. Once you go past the 4 character limit, the game starts slowing down. Boom! Snake Man was not a problem. Now to absorb his power. Some sort of horrible monster of myth or something. I have to wonder how Mega Man is viewed in this series. Search Snake. Search Snake is very good against a specific enemy, but we're not going to deal with them just yet. We're going after Shadow Man, who is weak to top spin. Shadow Man is an interesting robot, actually. He was not built by Dr. Light or Dr. Wily. Dr. Wily found him and repurposed him. It's unknown where he's from because the metal making up his body is not found anywhere on the Earth. So he's very clearly an alien machine. Further, he, was not designed as a war machine. What's this? Who are you? Well, this is, as we know him, Brakeman. Who is not much of a threat. After you master his pattern of jump and shoot, he's not much of a challenge. Eyeballs. More eyeballs. And after you beat his ass, he runs off. And we're gonna get out the search snake, because this is going to be handy in the next part. Both for that, and because they travel along the ground. Damn, that went off a little early. Also because they detonate these grenades with ease. And we're through. We'll pick up the power-ups here. As much as I wish, you can't hit these little things with search snakes. Top it off. I'll be glad when we get to 4 for another reason. It has by far the best weapons screen. Don't really need that. Now this part's a little interesting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna trigger these parachuters and kill them from afar because I don't want to risk my jump. Oh no! Whoops. So the Xbox controller is not the best D-pad, by the way. So we're gonna get to go through this again. Come on. Really? It looks easy. It looks hard to get your ass beat by those things, but they will screw you. And now I'm rushing ahead and getting killed. Yes, these things are possibly Wily's most deadly robots because they're a bitch to hit. And they're somehow invincible while they're on the ground. There we go. Let's try this one more time. Almost didn't make that jump. There we go. This stage looks like it just repeats, but it doesn't. We're actually to Shadow Man. Shadow Man, it will wreck your shit if you don't come in with a top spin. However, he is very, very easy to kill. Here he is. However, top spin ruins him. Very quickly. 4 hits, all it takes. And we now have the Shadow Blade, this game's version of Metal Blades. You got Shadow Blade and the Rush Marine. Rush Marine is the underwater submersible version of Rush. This is also where Rush made his first appearance, come to think of it. Next up, we'll be tackling Gemini Man. See you around.